Beep boop bop, beep boop bop.
No, it's bee boo boo bop.
Beep boop, beep boop. Beep boop boop bop. God, yo, is not Murph Mr. Krabs?
No, he is.
He is him.
Who's Jen though?
Yeah, who's Jen?
Miss Pearl.
Miss Pearl, is that the daughter? Oh
Or no,
wait,
no, the Mrs. Puff. Mrs. Puff.
Stop. Yeah. You already know SpongeBob is.
That's that's Benny. I feel like Colin's Squidward though.
Colin could be Squidward.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Mike is a Patrick.
Mhm.
And it's perfect. It's so wild how that's fitting too damn well right now. What other characters? Who's Sandy Cheeks?
Megan.
Hiya!
It's Megan.
No, that's funny. I don't really have any intros now, but
Rihanna.
we're just gonna talk about a few things current. How about that halftime show? First of all, sorry Eagles. That shit was whack.
I didn't even get to watch any of it for the most part.
You were surrounded by TVs.
I was slinging drinks all night.
Slanging. Not for real, for real. I thought the halftime show, because that's the only thing important about the Super Bowl, is the fucking halftime show.
Rihanna.
No commercials stood out.
I didn't get to watch a single commercial.
Yeah,
I saw the one with the, oh my god, what's it called? Like, Tubi? The Tubi commercial, you
Where
see
it changed the TV, I guess.
And I saw a lot of people
Yeah.
that were like, I was looking for my fucking remote, but it just went to the app screen and went over that.
I didn't see that commercial live, though. I just saw, like, a clip about it.
That's the only one that I saw, and it was for like a split second.
That's kind of clever, though.
And sweet and tangy barbecue Doritos. I saw that one.
Huh? Sweet and tangy.
Or like sweet and spicy, you know, like the sweet chili ones. Now they have sweet and spicy barbecue Doritos.
All right.
The purple bag is the best bag.
Is that the
sweet
no?
chili
The
ones.
blue bag is the best.
The Cool Ranch.
Cool Ranch, son. Come on, dude. Keep it default. Default settings.
If we're gonna go default, it's gonna be nacho cheese.
The red one?
Yeah.
No, that shit gets all on your fingers and it's on your fucking
Yeah, but
pants.
the Cool Ranch is only good if there's like hella seasoning on them. Like when I open the bag and they just look yellow, I'm like, oh. But when it looks like Christmas,
like,
when
these
it's
are
like
Tostitos.
yeah, when it looks like Christmas sprinkles on them because they're red and green, I'm like, oh, these
Shake
are
the
good.
fucking.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're probably right though.
But like, what's the color for? Why are they that color? Ranch is not color.
Cool Ranch is white, right?
Yeah, but like the fucking spice on the Doritos is green and red, like bright green and red.
It's delicious. It's
Yeah.
the best one. When you go to a party, and they got Cool Ranch, it's a cool party.
What party are you going to that they're providing snacks?
Good call. You don't be
I'm
doing
going to parties
parties.
that like we have tap water.
Housewarming parties.
We have tap water and leftover pizza
And grab whatever you want from the fridge.
and grab it. And I'm like, there's nothing in there. Like exactly.
Yes, okay. I think there's takeout if you go order takeout.
I thought there's takeout if you order Chinese.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you place
then
the order yourself and pay
I
for
wouldn't
it.
trust that place though. All right.
Number one.
Let me chat about
Chinese.
this Rihanna thing though, because what did you hear about it? Did you watch the whole thing, right? I guess.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I heard a lot of people complaining about her backup dancers, and they looked like a bunch of sperm dancing around.
Jesus.
That's what they're saying.
And she was in red.
Yeah,
She's the egg.
yeah, 'cause she's pregnant.
Oh my god. Genius. What
Yeah.
about the platforms? That shit was just dope, man. I thought it was good. People hating on it.
They were hating. They were saying like, oh, she's just standing there, and everyone else is dancing around her, but she can do that 'cause she doesn't have to do anything because she's Rihanna. Like you,
And she's pregnant, right?
she's pregnant, one, but like
She don't gotta do that shit.
she's there to sing and perform. Like she sang and performed.
Does Rihanna do crazy dances?
No, I don't think she
She never did that shit.
Not that.
She could shake
Yeah, maybe
upon the
like I was
replay.
gonna say maybe like early on.
She not Chris Brown.
No.
All right? She not.
Well, thank God.
Still, I will. If Chris Brown did a halftime show,
It'd be
be
good.
fucking fire.
It would.
It would be effing. It would be a fucking movie, like Stomp
Yeah.
the Yard or some shit.
Yeah, no, it would be.
Son,
It would be.
it gotta be next, bro.
They're gonna follow up Rihanna with Chris Brown the next year.
Yo, put it in the script. All right, put it in the football
You
script,
you
huh?
heard it here first.
You heard it here first.
It's,
For real,
it's
for real.
Chris Brown.
If it's not, it's trash. Whoever it is.
They're actually gonna get them together to sing a song.
They had some hits together that are bangers.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I like the halftime show though. That's a wild thing about the dancers. I thought it was good, dude. They when the camera came to the center and the motherfuckers was moving apart, like that was kind of cool.
Well, in the fucking pregame show, I was telling you about Jason Derulo, and
Yeah.
he had his dancers. He had robot dogs
Huh?
dancing.
What?
Like, you know, like the weird looking like robot dogs. They like walk all funky. He had them, and they were just like throwing it back on stage.
I feel like I've never seen a robot dog.
Yeah, you have.
Seriously?
I mean, they don't have a tail, but like it looks like a four-legged animal, whatever,
Okay.
a dog. But they're like on stage, like moving like this, getting down. They're like shaking. I was like, you're affording robot backup dancers? You haven't had a hit
Like
in
I want to
10
see
years.
these robot dogs though. Hold on a second.
That's the first thing that I saw.
Jason Derulo, robot dog,
Backup dancers.
backup dancers.
I was like, where'd you get them?
It's every backup dancer. God damn it, Jason Derulo.
It didn't show you?
No, you probably could find it better. How? I just think it's great that the idea goes to even making a show like that is probably insane. What about homie Sam Smith had a wild show where he was like a devil or some shit, right?
Oh yeah.
Didn't Lil Nas X do the same damn thing? It's like the same. Didn't what? Travis Scott did the same shit too or something.
But there's always going to be a problem with that because they're just like I was talking to Allison about it, and they were like, it's all Illuminati. Like Sam Smith is the devil. Like you see that outfit he pulled up in?
He's a devil.
No, like the black outfit. I think it was at the Grammys. It was like a big latex balloon outfit.
Jesus.
I was like, what are you going
He
through?
looked like the Gimp from
Yeah, but blown up.
But blown up?
Like
Kirby? My man's
like,
inflated?
It was like like his arms were big and his legs were wide, and then he had like platform heels on.
Jesus Christ.
Look it. That's what I'm talking about. On the little robot dogs.
Oh, what the fuck? They got little Boston Dynamic dogs.
There was like 10
That's
of them.
crazy.
They're just like this on stage.
That's pretty cool, though, Jason Derulo. That is pretty cool.
Singing at fucking trumpets.
Yeah. It's going to be a cool world with robots. I don't know what everybody's afraid of.
Not robots. So I have this game. It's like a card game, and I forget the name. It's like Have You Ever or something like that.
Uh-huh.
But like you get a question, and you want to ask it to someone who you think is going to say yes. If they say yes, then
Get some points or something.
then they take your card. Whoever has no cards wins. But if they say no, you pick up another one. And there was this one card. It was like, would you let your significant other cheat on you with a robot?
With a robot?
Yeah. Like, would that count? Would you care?
I'm really thinking about it now.
Because, like, in my defense, I was like, what about, like...
How far advanced is this robot?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Is this shit like a fucking, like we talking about altered carbon robot? That nigga look like
that one who, like, thinks and feels and
yeah,
all that
yeah,
shit?
we're talking about Detroit Become Human robot? Or we talking about a fucking sex doll or some shit like that?
Yo,
This is a
speaking
sex
of that,
doll,
did you see
whatever.
that real-life silicone sex doll that was found in, like, a ditch? And I forget what county it was, but it was like a big blonde silicone doll, and it looked real, and it was like covered in dirt. And someone called the cops.
They
Like,
were hiding it.
reporting like a dead body they think they found, and they pulled it, and it was just a giant silicone doll. And like the post they made was funny. They're like, the victim is they were like, we named her Ashley or something. She's doing well. She's just recovering.
Couple bumps and bruises, nothing
what?
major.
I feel like y'all should not have turned that into something so funny. They're like, but if you're gonna throw them away, like make sure you recycle properly.
Word. That's
like,
probably what it was.
I was like, so if I had one, do I just like put that shit in my recycling bin? Just a 6-foot silicone man? Like, you're telling me that wouldn't scare the shit out of anybody?
You got to Jeffrey Dahmer that thing up.
Right. I just want to take some pictures.
Party hardy.
No, that would scare the shit out of me though.
Yeah, that's pretty. How would you get rid of that shit? I don't even know how to get rid of a mattress.
It looks so real though. She had like shorts on, a tank top,
She was
shoes.
dressed and everything.
Yeah,
She.
yeah. Just covered in dirt, like garbage on top of her.
You think like the wife found out and then had to get rid of it or something? Why else
Probably.
would you get rid of it?
Probably.
I remember one time I was walking home from the school bus. It was quite a long walk that we have to go from the bus stop to the house. But anyways, there's this bag on the floor, and I open up this bag, and it's just a bunch of pornos, like
Yep.
CDs.
Yep.
And me and my homie, we both find this shit. We just like, why would they throw all this shit?
Some mad ass
Somebody was like,
housewife is pissed.
just driving, and just this way you decided to yeet these things.
Yeah.
Yeet! Didn't even want to get to the main road or anything. Just
Yep.
right here. They think it was gonna go in the woods. This shit didn't go in the woods, my nigga. It's just right here outside.
I think it's weird to be mad at that kind of stuff, but I guess if it becomes like to an obsession point, then maybe
like, if
we're
you-
like, why are you? You know what I mean? Like you
Why
got a
is this every
problem.
day? Like if
why
you
do you
had
have 97 Playboy magazines,
I'm collecting.
collector's edition?
I'm
Like
collecting. It's
Yup.
gonna be worth something.
the one time I was at my friend's house, I was probably like 10. We were going up in our attic to get shit. We were going camping, and we had to open all these bins. We're looking for like sleeping bags and stuff. I open up this one. This motherfucker had hundreds of Playboy magazines, and her dad is old. Okay, her dad's like 79 now.
Mm-hmm.
So they are vintage. They are vintage
Vintage.
Playboy magazines.
They got the rotary phone
And I was like, I want to be
pictures.
like, you still got those? You still got Mariah? You still got those in your basement?
I need fresh content. Okay.
I need money. I don't need content. I need money.
Yo. Still, like, yeah, if you have like a problem though, yeah, you gotta get rid of this shit, bro.
Like if you're just buying a whole silicone life-size woman.
Some people they can't find love like that though.
But it's weird because they sell like small silicone women. I'm like, that's the height of a child.
Small ones?
Like, yeah, like
Oh.
3 feet. And I'm like, that is fucked up.
That is odd. They had the story about this girl who's 23, but she looks like she's 12, and
Yeah.
she's dating a dude who's
Yeah.
also like 23.
Yeah, but
Kinda
he's like
weird.
6'4",
Yeah, it's
and she's
weird.
like 3 feet tall. Yeah,
There's a TV show about it. I think.
yeah,
I
it's
think
fucked
she's
up.
on it
That shit pops up on my Snapchat
all the time.
stories all the time, and every time I see it, I'm like, she's not weird for being attracted to him, but like, I get it. She's 23 and she's of age, but I still feel like
He's
that's-
weird
right.
for being attracted to her.
Like she talks like a kid, she looks like a kid,
She sounds
what I
like
mean.
a kid. Yeah.
and that's like you're weird. Like I say that all the
Oh,
time.
man.
Like
you're gonna have to find Andy Milonakis or some shit like that. Did he pass away yet?
who?
Andy Milonakis.
I don't know.
You don't know Andy Milonakis show?
Mm-mm.
I got peas on my head, but don't call me a pea head. Bees on my head, but don't call me a. Jesus, do you watch MTV?
I don't think so.
This
Maybe
is
if I
an odd
maybe I
gap.
saw it.
I'm
maybe
gonna
if
show
I
you a
saw his
picture.
face.
I'm singing this ridiculous Andy Milonakis song to someone
I'm
who doesn't
sorry.
know who Andy
I'm
Milonakis is.
sorry.
I got peas on my head, don't call me a bee head.
Oh yeah.
He was on
Yeah.
MTV. He had his own show. He just walked down the streets of New York and asked people crazy
Yeah.
shit. He had one skit where he was just like asking people something, but he would finish your sentence too.
Right.
Like while he's saying it, he would be like, "So how you doing today?" You'll be like, "Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good, good." it's so stupid. Yeah.
Like you ever see Billy on the Street?
It's he started this shit.
Yeah.
Andy Milonakis, he was the first one to do that type of shit, and he looked like a kid, but he was like
he was
like a grown ass
wasn't he
man.
in,
I got peas on my head. Don't call me a pea head.
what movie was he in? Was he in like Mac and Devin Go to High School or something?
He was definitely in a few movies that he plays like a couple cameo roles as himself in those movies. He used to do a few freestyles and shit.
They're doing a sequel to Mac and Devin Go to High School.
That's the Wiz
this
Khalifa
year.
joint?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that movie. Wiz and Snoop?
Yeah.
Shit. What's
I'm
Snoop
like,
doing
I'm
in
like-
high school?
I'm like Snoop's 60.
He'd be like, what's Snoop doing in high school? Fuck you, player. I'm doing my thing. That's just, all right, let's put him in the movie.
You ever see his skit? I think his name is like what does he do? Trevor, where he has like the blonde wig on. He's like, "Hi guys, we're
Oh
going
yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah,
night
yeah.
on the town. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude, brother."
His Instagram used to be hilarious, bro. He would just have the camera down like this, like an old man, and doing all his videos and shit, looking like a potato, bro.
Yeah, the videos that he would post were fucking funny. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, night out, bro.
Snoop did it all. That motherfucker was a DJ. That motherfucker did music. He's running Def Jam, I'm pretty sure right now.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
I miss Cat Williams.
He has a stand up that just came up. I think.
know, but like, I feel like there was nothing like watching Cat Williams for the first time, and I was like, this is the greatest comedian I have ever seen in my life. And then it's like stupid shit.
He's still funny as fuck.
He is
Watch
still
this
funny.
new thing about the Black Panther movie. That shit had me dying, yo.
I didn't see the new Black Panther movie.
He was like, listen. He's like, I go see the Black Panther movie in his Cat Williams voice. And he's like, tell me why he's dead in the Black Panther movie. No, the actor died. That don't mean the nigga died.
Right.
But why do I go see Black Panther? They showed this nigga memorial. He's like, you know how many Supermans there are? He's like, you know what happened to the
17.
first Superman? That nigga fell off a horse or some shit and paralyzed himself. They made 17 more Superman after that.
He's got a point.
He be going in with that shit. He's funny, man.
I feel like people are so involved though with like the new Marvel, where like all their contracts were up, like Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans, and everyone's like, we don't want another Iron Man or Captain America, because it was different. It wasn't like, one movie. Like they have the whole thing, so like they can't just like make a new one and have
new actor
and have like Marky Mark as
Mark Wahlberg's Iron Man.
As fucking Iron Man.
I think Mark Wahlberg would play a good Hulk.
Yeah.
Because he seemed like he could be a nerdy, like you know what I'm saying, like a nerdy dude who worked out type of shit, and then he actually became the Hulk. No, I think they could do this tech where they could, because I know they did it for Bruce Willie. I think Bruce Willie.
Bruce Willie.
But yeah, he can't act anymore because something's wrong with his face. He can't like move his face, half of his or something like that. So he can't act in movies. But he gave his rights up to his facial recognition rights or whatever the fuck, so they could make him AI in any age, I guess.
That's
they could
crazy.
technically put him in a movie.
Yeah.
They probably go that route when it comes to this Marvel shit, because they kind of doing really good in the game realm that way.
Right.
Like they're really good at like taking someone's, like Norman Reedus. They put that nigga in a video game.
Right.
It's literally him. They did this shit with Ellie from The Last of Us. She was Ellen Page, Elliot Page, whatever you want to call yourself. You Ellie. But anyways, they did this shit over and over and over again. So they just get real good at it.
Yeah.
I think like they're just gonna blend them shits.
They did it for Robert Downey Jr. Like they made him look younger in one of the movies, and it's fucking
Did they go through time
like,
or some shit in the
like
one
freaky.
movie?
Or like when
Good at it.
when Steve Rogers, he was like skinny Steve before he got all like
that was
jacked
wild.
up.
That was wild.
He looked
Man,
so
yo,
weird.
my nigga was walking like
He
Gumby, son.
He looked so fucking weird. I'm
Looking like Sunawudo.
right.
From
He
Pokemon.
looked so fucking weird. But like the fact that you can just do that though, like you can make anything. You can make anyone anything. Really.
Dog, you got the apps on Snapchat,
Yeah.
right? The filters.
Yeah.
Imagine if you paid for that tech.
Right. And that shit's crazy too. Like
That's crazy.
Those filters fuck up some. Like they fuck me up because like I'll take a picture with the filter and then like I'll take a picture and like we've been around them so long, but now they have filters where like I'm not too bad with it, but they have filters that change your face completely. They
like the structure of your face.
They change your lips, your jaw, the size of your eyes, your nose, everything. And like, young girls are growing up on that. So like fucking body dysmorphia is a bitch to begin with. That shit sucks. But to be so young and grow up with that too, like that's awful.
What's body dysmorphia mean?
It's like what?
Should we Google it?
No. So like for me, I say like I gained 20 pounds this year. And like say 2 years ago, I was way thinner. And even then I was like, I'm so fucking fat. Like I don't want to be in public. Like I'm so gross and so ugly. And then the next day I'll be like, I look fine as hell. I look so good.
Let's go.
But like it's one day. Like I don't look any different than the day before. And then
it's just how you feel about it.
Yeah, but it's like I will see myself and I'm like, I look huge. Or I like this looks. I'll put on an outfit and that day I'll be like, this shit looks like trash. I will
Uh-huh.
put on the same outfit the next day, and I'm like, I look so good. I look good as hell. But it's fucked up because it's like you genuinely think that.
Is that when people go like? I guess if you take it to extreme, you're like anorexic or something.
Yeah.
That's body dysmorphia.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I
shit.
guess like where you
just like
you
think
still
this
you
is
still
it,
think
but
that you're
sometimes you
heavy
don't
even
think
though
it's
you're like
it.
underweight.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. Like
That's fucked
sometimes I'm like I have no idea what I look like because
Excuse me.
like I'll look at a picture, say like a picture I took 2 years ago, like I said. And at the time, I was like, I fucking hate the way I look in this picture. Like, I wish nobody would post it. And then looking back, I'm like, I look so good in that picture. Like, I'm a fucking idiot. What is wrong with me?
Post
Why
it.
do I feel that way? But like, it's just.
Or don't post it.
But that's what I mean. Like,
Are
how
you doing the pictures for yourself?
I don't mean. I mean, like, if I took a picture with friends or something, and I'm
True,
like, I
true.
hate
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't like the way that I look. And then looking back, I'm like, I look fine. I look fine. It's just a fucked up mindset. We're like, how am I gonna wear this today, and then tomorrow I'll put it on and be like, I don't like it.
I don't even like this band.
No, like,
I'm
and
just
that
kidding.
and that's like how it is though. It's so fucked up, and it's, oh my god, it's a real thing though.
You need to run on a treadmill. Get your mind off of this shit.
Is that because I'm fat?
No, because when people run, they go through runner's high.
Yeah,
and when
no.
you go through that shit, all the thoughts about if is just like gone. You're not even you're thinking about new shit now.
Like I've
You know what I
definitely,
mean?
as far as me personally, like I've worked on that for the last couple months because I used to be even from high school, dude. I wouldn't go to school because I was like, I hate the way that I look.
Like, you gotta go to school,
like
right?
that's how far though it,
Nah,
it
yeah,
takes
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like it's like it's like disheartening for like a young girl to feel that way. Like I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to not go to work because I don't like the way that I look. Like that's
Right.
fucking insane. Like this is who I am.
Sometimes you have a bad hair day. Not you, but
Yeah.
me. I have a bad hair day, so I don't feel like going outside.
Yeah.
But I can just throw a hat on, so.
Yeah.
But then maybe you don't look good in the hat.
That's what I'm saying. Like it just
It's like,
there's some days and I'm like and I've worked on it the past couple months and I definitely have made progress on that, which is good because
yeah, you go to work all the time.
it was I do go to work all the time, but like it would fuck me up so bad. Like I wouldn't go out. Like I'd have plans and be like, I just can't come. Sorry.
It'd be like that though.
Like that's insane.
I mean, it's not insane. It's how you feel.
Because
But
I don't like the way a shirt fits. What?
you thinking about it too much. That's what I'm saying. You gotta. The best way to get the brain to shut the fuck up is to physically exhaust yourself. You know what I mean? In any way you can. I don't care if you're over dancing.
Yeah.
It
No.
doesn't matter. Just have to physically exhaust it, and then the brain shuts up. And then when it comes back to thinking about wild shit, it might not be what you're thinking about now.
Right.
It might be some other new thing. You know what I mean?
No, and I get that. I just mean like as like social media or just the media in general, like forever.
Yeah, you're getting
Women, they're like
bombarded.
they're like you gotta look this way, you gotta
Yeah.
look that way. They change it like 1 year. It's like okay, it's in to be skinny and have no tits and no ass. Whatever, that's fine. Then the next year they're like, well, everybody has to be thick as shit like Kim K.
Brazilian butt lifts.
Yeah. And then like the next year, like even Kim K, she was like thick as hell at one point, and now she just got super
She got
skinny
super thin.
because
Yeah.
that's what's in again. Like everything finds its way back,
Huh.
even like clothing trends or whatever. Like I'll wear an outfit. My mom's like, that's crazy. I wore that same exact outfit on like my first day of 10th grade. Like I remember it.
Wow.
And like it all circles back though, because that would go out of style. Like low rise jeans, early 2000s low rise jeans. They're awful. They're making a comeback. It works for some people. Don't work for me.
Yeah.
But everything comes back, like the 70s style bell bottom jeans and men wearing heeled boots and like silk shirts. Like everything comes back at some point.
Sure, sounds nice, son.
That-
Maybe here.
Nice little Dior silk shirt.
Whew.
Mm-mm.
Pop my collar. No, them trends be coming back though. Yeah, yeah. I remember when I was, I don't know, my mom used to say like, don't you give a fuck what people think about when they see you and you go out? Because I just dress however the fuck I wanted to when I
Right.
went to school. I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. And I used to have bad acne. She used to always be like, get this proactive shit, get this, put this shit on your face. I'll be
Right.
like, no. I'll be like, nobody else did this shit.
Right.
Why are you making me do it'll go
Right.
away or something, right? I'm not worried about this shit. Nobody else has this shit at a certain age. I'm not worried. But nah, I'll be like, nah, I don't really give a fuck what anybody else thinks when they see me.
Right.
And it's probably like a I don't know. The name ego stick for a while, but it's big pride shit. I don't give a fuck. Look
Yeah.
at, I'm here to do my own shit. I like to dress what I think is cool.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it's cool, it's cool. I don't know what the fucking, like, it's different for the women because you got a lot of influence about what you should look like and
Right.
what the majority of people look for type of shit. I don't know what that is for the man. You know what I mean? There's no, like, you got a couple man filters that give you like a fucking beard or some shit,
Yeah.
but who gives a fuck? Like, is that what you really give a fuck about? The
Yeah,
nigga's
no,
jawline?
No, and it is like it definitely is different, but I just had something to say. I don't remember. I don't remember what you just said before that.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
Fuck.
No, I was kind of just explaining the, well, I don't know.
It'll come.
It'll come back.
It'll come. I had something to say.
All right. Rihanna, you had a great show. We went off on some tangents, but you had a great show, and congratulations on your second baby.
ASAP, man.
Baby. Don't let Justin Bieber see you, baby.
I played that last night at the bar.
Oh, that song?
It's a banger.
It is a banger, but, don't let him see your kids.
He gets his life right from the source.
The fuck does that mean, huh? Hashtag what? All right, let's talk about my boy for a while, son. The Ocean of Franklin.
Where's the album?
The Ocean of Franklin.
Where is the techno album?
Yo, something. I think that's gonna be a hit.
It could be anything. I
Give
don't
me,
care.
give me fucking those Drake beats.
That man could come out with a rock album,
Word.
and I would be stoked.
With the fucking.
Right.
Yo, nah. He said he's gonna come out with something, so.
I know, but it's just like.
I like the
When?
anticipation. Whatever you do, the artistry is great, bro. We waiting. Don't worry, we waiting. But let me ask you, what's the first Frank Ocean song you ever heard?
Pink Matter.
Word?
Yeah.
I think it was "Thinking About You" was the first one because this nigga was on SNL with that shit. And then during the SNL performance, he played Pyramids.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? And
What?
where's the music? I want to hear
Right.
this song again. And then you find out Pyramids is like 100-hour song.
Right.
That shit long as fuck.
Yeah.
And it's a gem. I've never heard songs transition so well, dude. Oh my God.
That's the best though. Like, when an album comes out and people don't play the album from the first song all the way through, they just shuffle it. I'm like,
No, that's a song. It's a song for song.
I'm
It's
like-
yeah.
I'm like, motherfuckers are telling a story. Like,
Yep.
they transition. The end of the song will go into the next one
Yep.
so perfectly. I'm like, anytime an album comes out, you have to play it from the beginning.
From the beginning to the end, no shuffle.
There's a reason they put those songs in that order.
Correct.
I promise you.
Correct.
Like, every time. Like, this band that I like, the Wonder Years, they have an album, No Closer to Heaven, and the first track is called Brothers and it's like, there's not a lot of lyrics, but it's like, we're no saviors, but we can't save our brothers. And it ends so perfectly, and it transitions. It's like the song didn't even end. It just goes right to the
It's like
second
one
track, and
long
it's
ass-
so
yeah.
it like just like tickles something right in my brain here, where like I listen to it and I'm like,
That's
"Oh,
beautiful.
It is, yo."
That's
And I've
it,
listened
yeah.
to that album so many times, and every time I hear it, I'm like,
Yeah.
that shit was so good.
Now I
and, like,
gotta
when
listen to this transition.
And
now,
like
I'm
when
curious.
I try to show that to someone like who maybe isn't into music the way that I am,
Yeah.
I'm like, no, wait, just listen. And they're
Mhm.
like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. And
You
you
didn't-
totally weren't as excited as I was for
Didn't
that.
get it.
Didn't get it. Not gonna get it. That's fine. Fuck you.
It's something about I used to edit music. I mean, I used to do a lot of shit with music, but to me, the funnest thing was when I'm editing, like just chopping up the sounds, and it's just very satisfying to get something to perfect loop.
Right.
Oh my God! From
That's
the
what I'm
fucking
saying.
wavelength, you know what I mean?
It
You're just like, all right,
it
this
just
one here,
tickles
this
something
one,
right
this is like-
there where you're like, oh my god.
And it's great, yo.
I did that.
It's you chop it up, right? And then when you do all this chop up, and you're like, all right, let's play it. Because sometimes I be playing it mad times, and I'm like, this shit ain't a perfect loop. Because you pulling this out of the wavelength that I'm
Right.
trying to do it. I'm like, all right, I think these things right here are perfect loop.
Right.
Anyways, it's like the one that you on it, right? And then
Right.
the second you have to hold shift and hit play so that it
Boom.
will loop.
Yeah.
I go boom, and you wait, and you're like, it's coming to the end. It's coming to the end.
It's just so good.
Boom, perfect. fucking loop, and I let that shit play all day. I'm like, yo,
All
yeah.
day long. That's
I
how
did
it
this
is,
shit
though.
to mad tracks because some tracks got that vibe like that just stay right there vibe. I want
Yeah.
to stay right here. Don't
Yeah.
I know the beat gonna go crazy, but I just want to stay right here
Just
for
for
a
a minute,
while,
just
bro.
for a little bit.
And this is it. And then from there, I don't know. I do some writing and shit like that. You know, so
Yeah.
that's like I'm in a zone right here. I could just like create or write or whatever, and it's gonna be nice.
I mean, I don't make music. Like, I record myself all the time
Word.
for years. So I have,
Word.
like, a whole fucking album of just me singing to some bullshit.
Do you write music?
Whatever. Not really. Like, I write poems. They could be.
Okay.
But I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
wrote in a long time. But, like, me and my friend did a cover of a song. And, like, I've never recorded with somebody before. And, like, that, hearing yourself, like, with somebody else, that shit was so cool.
Word.
Because, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel like I sound like shit. And then, like, I heard myself from a different aspect with, like, that wasn't, like, me singing over somebody else. It was, like, we did it together. We harmonized. And
Yeah, yeah.
he was
It's the
playing
harmony
guitar.
that's
And
so
I was
fire.
like, that shit sounds so good. Like, I want to do that. Like, I wish I could play an instrument because it sounded perfect. And we recorded the song, like, 57 times.
Yeah, it's fun.
But, like, when we finally got that one, it was, like,
this is
that
it.
shit it was perfect. It sounded so good.
Harmonizing is so. It's like you could say it one time, but then when you're doing recording stuff, sing your note, repeat your note,
Right.
like maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
3, 4, who fuck knows?
Yeah.
And then also while you're repeating the note, maybe for a 5th time or whatever, do the note but move it 1 time, and then that shit'll be like that's like I don't know, but that's
one note changes the whole thing though.
one note.
You have one line where there's, you're doing a harmonization or whatever, and then you change it and you hear it and you're like, that sounds so much better. Yeah.
Some wild shit. Even on the piano, like you hit 1 note on the piano is whatever, but it's when motherfuckers do that CBE shit. They hitting 3 notes. That shit goes. You go from then you go from. That shit sounds awesome,
That's
nigga.
what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying? Like that. Do that with your voice when you sing, and it's just like, damn. Like bathrooms do it already because it bouncing 3 times
Right.
or 4 times, but this hallway in the stairwell, that shit is nice.
Yo, that echo was crazy.
I walked in
I'm
that
about
bitch
to
the other day. I was singing some T-Pain.
So I'm saying, I'm about to bring my friend here and be like, oh, I know a place we can record in the hallway.
Right in the hallway, son.
It's a random ass building and there's a lot of shit,
There's a lot of shit in the hallway.
but somehow it still
But it
echoes
sounds
beautifully.
awesome, yeah. It's wild. It's probably because it's so hollow in here.
No,
like,
it is.
Up on the ceiling.
Like I said, I heard you singing over the music, but the music wasn't loud, and I was across the hallway.
Carry my voice.
It's like I heard you. Yeah, like I heard you through the vents coming down.
Ooh, baby, baby. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing. I was like, that is not the song. I was like, is that ego?
Damn, son. Yo, let me tell you this. Of all the Frank songs, first album, second album. Not the singles, obviously, because he got that quote, that fire ass quote.
Yeah.
So singles not the best one. Which one hits the hardest, son?
Hits the hardest how though? Like hits where I like need to hear it, and I'm like, okay, I needed that.
Now, okay, hits every time. Every time you hear it, it hits. It hits. I'll say, Pink Matter hits.
Yeah.
This nigga
I
singing
mean,
it hits.
Andre hits it
Andre
too.
hits
though.
too, yeah. And Monks, maybe I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Does it start
That one
like
hits.
do 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 do?
Yeah.
Do yeah, that shit hits. Because I
feel
feel like
Lost is always a vibe though. Like Lost, like
Lost-
if that comes on when I'm out, I'm just like,
it just sounds. The beat sound
Yeah,
fire.
it's-
Yeah,
it's
I
just
could
so
vibe to that
good.
shit all day. Lost is what's the one where he's talking about him being on the roof with his friends? Rich kids, I think,
yeah,
right?
super rich
Yeah,
kids.
yeah. That one's good too. I
Yeah.
was that comes in vibes. All this nigga shit is good. I haven't really heard a lot of albums that it's unskippable music.
No, the whole
Pa-
even
what is the
like
first one, Orange?
the
Unskippable, like-
interludes or like the ones where it's just people talking.
Yeah.
I'm like, even that hits.
Even at the end of Future
Don't
Free or whatever.
smoke weed. You will.
Oh, his
get
mom's
addicted.
talking to him
Yeah.
and shit.
You will become lazy.
Stupid and unconcerned.
Yeah.
Lazy, stupid, and unconcerned. This is your mom. Call me.
Yo,
And that's
even
just
it-
like that's
like,
moms. Yeah,
Like
you know
I
what
don't
mean?
even skip that though. I'm
Nah,
like
I'm
lazy,
skipping
stupid,
it,
and unconcerned.
I'm
in the
smoking
car.
weed. I'm like,
I'm like, yeah, you right a little bit, mom, but it's fine.
I was like, yeah, I should go get this cat litter, huh?
Yeah.
Nah, that
It
shit
is
is
a-
good, yo.
But like how you have 2 albums and impact in music like that? 2 albums. That's all he has.
It's the man's lyrics that got me,
I
son.
know.
Like you can hear a motherfucker harmonize and sing is great, but he's singing like you must have had a book of your deepest thoughts
That's what I'm saying.
and sang all this shit.
But my thing is like so many people don't listen to lyrics.
Facts.
Like they like the song, they're like, "Oh yeah, this song's a banger," or whatever. I'm like, "Yeah, but did you hear it though?
Are you listening?
Are you listening?" Because that's my biggest thing. Like the first time I listened to a new album, I just thoroughly listened to it. And I'm like, "Damn!" Then I listen to it again, and then like the further you go, they like certain songs will mean certain things to you. Like
Right.
I met this guy. He's like, "You wouldn't." I was telling you about it. He's like, "You wouldn't understand like this band. Like you can make." You have to make up the meaning to every song. Like that's how it's supposed to be. Like da da da. And they're just like an older band, whatever. And I was like, that's literally every song ever, dog. That's what songs. That's what music is for. Like
yeah.
I don't care what the song is. You could give me Tia Tamara by Doja Cat. That might resonate with me today, and I'm like, damn, that shit hit.
You think
I
Tia
needed that
Tamara
today.
jammed to that shit? I hope they do.
I hope they do too.
I hope they do.
My twin's big like Tia Tamara.
Tia
But that's what I'm saying. Like
Tamara.
that's it, any song could mean anything to you. Like it doesn't have to just be like it could be a song about something stupid.
There's some songs that have a story base to it, and it still could mean something. It's just how
Different.
you. It's just
how
like
you
how are
interpret
you
it.
What is this? What are you taking from this? It's just telling you like they have the Slick Rick story where he does a children's story, and it's just a song where it's. I'm trying to think of the stupid. I'm trying to think of the hook. There's no hook because he's just telling the story. But, anyways, he's telling the story about stick-up kids.
Okay.
Try to rob this lady. Lady's undercover cop.
Right.
The cop starts chasing the kid, blasting whatever. He goes on a run, gets some guns from another dude, blasts back. He dies in the fire.
Okay.
And everybody surrounds him. They blast him the fuck up. He goes out like Tupac.
Is this 4 brothers?
Yeah, right. It's a wild story. Damn, what the fuck? I'm gonna find it right now because once you hear like the beat or whatever, they took this beat and they just like did mad shit with it. But the song itself, you're missing the lyrics. They don't ever keep what the song was about. They just take the vibe from it.
And that's what I mean. Like so many people, I'm like, that's just how I interpret music. Like my uncle would burn me CDs when I was little. Like I had a whole fucking book of them, everything.
This is how we
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
That's not what this song is.
Yeah.
This song is about
Oh yeah, that's like
Uncle Ricky. Could you read us a bedtime story?
that's like what is it? Queen and Vanilla Ice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Stolen.
Yeah, I remember the one time that song came on the bus. I was in 9th grade, and it started playing. And my bus driver, the same one who asked me for rolling papers, bus driver John, was like, he's like, this isn't Vanilla Ice. I was like, I know, motherfucker. Like, I was like, I know that. I'm aware.
He be hating. Who cares? But still, the old track is sometimes a fire track. That track was.
Yeah. Like you're just allowed to take beats like that though. That's crazy.
Well, you're not taking them. You're paying for that shit. That's why usually motherfucker makes a sick beat like that. The producer owns it. That's why people say they never get their masters. You're never gonna get your fucking masters because the producer's the one that made this shit, dog.
Right.
I'm telling you, I used to fuck with the music. I used to like have niggas record in my house, right? Which is always cool. But then it came to like, all right, here, what do you want to do with this project? You don't want me to edit nothing. You just want to record your voice on this. I'm like, all right, cool. And I give it to him. And then on my own time, I'll just edit it for fun and make it sound real sick.
Yeah.
Like all these other edits, I put music quotes and shit in it. I'm fucking nice with it, dude.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, I give it to them. I don't even give it to them. They just be like, yo, what about this cooler version? I'd be like, nigga, this is my work now.
Right.
You ain't putting this on.
I want
you gotta
money.
Yes. This
I wanna
this
be
ain't
paid
free,
for
nigga. The first part, you want to put your voice on it?
This
nigga,
dick ain't free.
you gonna have to put
I said,
something else, son.
Yo, what song is that by Kendrick?
Nah, that's gotta be off his newest shit.
No, I think it's. I don't think. No, it's not. It's definitely older. But you know, my one
Ain't
friend, he
free.
put this dick ain't free. I said, baby.
Kendrick just
wild.
won a Grammy, right? Greatest album or some shit? Greatest artist of the year or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
I feel like no matter who wins, everyone's like, Beyonce should have won for everything.
Unpopular opinion about Beyonce. She don't make music like she used to.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, they're like, her new album, I was like, I didn't hear a fucking word about her new album.
She just dropped that shit out of nowhere. Shadow drop.
But, like, I didn't hear, I'm not saying, like, promoting for it. I'm saying I didn't hear a fucking person talk about it.
Yeah, no.
No one's like, dude, this shit was so, you hear that new song? Like, not one person played it. I haven't heard a song in the bar besides that one song that was on the radio.
I'm trying to think of what that is.
And I couldn't even tell you how it goes. If I heard it, I'd be like, oh, but it's like, it's just like a pop banger. That's all it is.
Track, yeah.
But like, Harry Styles won like album of the year, and like people are like, get off the stage. Like Beyonce should have won.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, what?
Kanye, come back, bro.
Yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, you don't have to love Harry Styles, but he took the whole world by storm. Like everybody knows that man. In the last 2 years,
he's what is he like? The new Justin Bieber type?
Yeah,
he's super famous.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's how this shit works.
Yeah.
Like, maybe her album was better. Wasn't as popular.
Yeah,
didn't work.
The Koreans talking about her.
Are
the
they
Asians talking about her?
What are they? Are they taking like a group of 6 people and voting on it? Like, no, it's the fucking world voting on it. Like, it's the world. It's the views. It's how many people bought this.
The next generation coming up is the wave coming in. You want to vote for what that's coming through.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you people are so fucking weird. They're like.
People are wondering why that K-pop band. I can't remember these niggas' names.
BTS.
BTS.
Yeah.
What does that stand for?
I have no idea.
I try to think of something.
I've never listened to them.
So it's racist. So yeah, they're big as shit around the world. Like their numbers are ridiculous. So if they did a halftime show and people were like, "The fuck are these guys doing here?" I'd be like, "Shut up! This is probably the craziest halftime show you're ever gonna see. These niggas got money. These motherfuckers got. They shows be wild. And that's like raves.
That's what I'm saying. And that's how the fucking music industry is, though. Like
we're here for entertainment.
You're at the top. You're at the top. You're probably gonna win.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell them
you're in first place. There's 10 seconds left.
That's okay. Album of the year, Harry Styles, great.
Yeah, you're already up there.
Like he literally took everything and was just like, I'm number one now.
Right.
It's fine. You don't have to like him, but you can't be pissed. Like I said, Beyonce. I love Beyonce. I'm not hating on her.
Y'all only winning 'cause Ocean ain't drop a motherfucking album. Okay,
right.
That's the only reason y'all winning.
Because Ocean doesn't go on tour, which is...
That's all right. That's all right.
It is all right, but like the fact that I'll never see him live is disheartening.
Maybe one day, but I think like, his music is best listened to.
It is, but...
in the Gaza.
If he just like, he's sitting on a stool, just singing Pink Matter. Come on. I would lose. I would just ascend.
How he was on SNL. He was just sitting on the stool singing the Pyramid track. I'll hear you sing.
That's what I'm saying.
Nights, I want to hear that one live. Of course, the first two I already said, but besides those, Nights for show. Pyramids for show.
I want to hear Nikes.
I
want to hear solo.
Both solos.
Yeah.
Solo.
I feel like I would just... It'd be one of those things like when I saw Chris Stapleton, his voice was just immaculate. Like he sounds good on recording. This motherfucker sounds just like that 1,000,000 times better. Like he has the greatest vocals I've ever heard live, and I've been to hundreds of concerts. And I was like standing there in disbelief. Like, how do you just sound like that? Like didn't skip a beat, miss a breath, fuck up nothing. His voice was just so good.
John Legend be singing like that.
That's what I'm saying.
John Legend could fucking sing, yo.
Yeah.
He got some bangers too.
Yeah, I was watching this movie the other day, and there was a John Legend song in the background. I don't remember the name of the song, and I was like, fuck, I forgot this song existed. It wasn't like his sad love song.
Nah,
shit.
was it that
like,
song with him? He's banging that chick anywhere. Do you know that song?
I don't know. Maybe if I heard it. But like this song was such a banger. I was like, I totally forgot about that song for the last 10 years. He's talking about
we can make love anywhere. He's like in the song. And the music video was fire too, because he's just running around with the chick trying to take her anywhere. I was like, this is
trying
a hit,
to take her
this
anywhere.
shit is a hit, yo. Damn, what the fuck is the name of that shit? Now I'm gonna look it up.
What happened to John Legend?
He's probably still making music, but
Yeah, it was like the intro song to this movie. I was like, he's more than an intro.
The top 5 songs are All of Me, One Time,
I know, that's what I'm on right
Minefields,
now.
Wonder Woman, God Did. Take It Slow is a dope song.
That might be the one I'm talking about.
Take it slow. What is the name?
Fuck.
Ordinary People. No, that's not the one. That's a dope song though. What the fuck?
Damn, he released an album last year too. Unaware.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be PDA. This is it. Yes, this song is
I think
fire.
or Slow Dance. Is that one?
Let's go to the park. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
this song is a hit. And he plays the piano. Come on, son. Give me your verses with Frank Ocean versus John Legend.
Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want to see.
Can't play too much. You know how YouTube be fucking up.
Fucking A. Yo, that heat really just kicked on.
Shit hot as fuck. You want to talk about these serial killers?
Oh God.
Let me check the time on this thing. Jesus. You can't say favorite serial killer.
I know.
Who's your favorite?
Which one do you love the most?
That song is fire. Serial killers. Why are they so interesting?
Because it's taboo. I mean, it's like out of the ordinary, you
It's
know?
ultimate sin. These some
Or, like,
Canaanites.
It's like these women are just obsessed with true crime documentaries.
But why?
Because they just love these girls so much.
Just secretly love killers?
Yeah. I mean,
To kill someone is manly.
it's, that's a manly thing
It's
to
probably
do.
one of the manliest things.
I don't know. People are attracted to weird things, but as far as, you know, all the documentaries go and how they're making movies and shows and this and that, I get it. They're entertaining, and I enjoy them too, but, like, in retrospect, thinking of it, it is fucked up how they make you pity these. They, like, make you root for these serial
Feel
killers.
bad for him. Like, I see his reasoning.
Hell yeah. Like, I found myself, I'm like,
His
oh my
reasonings.
God, this poor guy.
Oh my god.
I'm like, he was chopping men up and eating their hearts. I'm like, oh, how'd they do that? How
But
do they
it's his
twist your brain like
parents'
that?
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they want to do that movie.
Or like Ted Bundy, he was just on live television being like, I didn't do it. And everyone's like, we love Ted Bundy. He's so hot. He's our favorite. Huh? Huh? You could tell me right now if someone was like, yo, Ego did this crazy shit and he, like, killed somebody and did this and he's convicted. It'd be like, oh.
Can't.
So,
Gone.
love you, but that's out of my element.
I cannot see you the same anymore.
I can't. Like,
You
I'm
know what
not
I mean? It's
yeah,
like- that sticks. I
or
don't
like,
know.
Or like, what would you do if like one of your best friends was a killer, or like
A
your mom, or
murderer.
like, yeah, like,
Dog, do they not have a TV show about that? Because that would be fucking dope. Like, it's about if the
I think-
child's parent was a serial killer.
I think they do, or like they've done stories on it, like Making
Huh.
a Murderer and like shit like that. But like, what would you do?
Are they dead?
if,
Did they
like-
get caught and they're dead?
No, like they
Or they
No,
just
they-
serial killing, getting away with it?
no, they were like convicted, and you're just like, you have to go to these trials and say like your brother was convicted for like murdering 6 women.
I don't think I would speak on it.
That's what I mean. Like, what?
Yeah. Because then whatever you say is just going to convict your brother or some shit. And yeah, I don't agree with what you did, bro, but it's family business, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Still.
No,
Damn, that's
no
dark.
comment.
Yeah, I would plead
It
the
is,
fifth.
though.
I don't want to further do nothing. That's what I would do, but that's wild. If someone was actually close to you. It's always like, oh, the dude's doing something and his wife never knew, or it's just some solo dude
Like,
with
how do you
mommy
not
issues or some
know?
shit. Like, how do you not know?
How do you not know at all? Like, to not know is one thing, but to not even have any kind of like intuition at all about anything. Like, if something's fucked up, I'm like, oh, this person's a little shady. I don't know. Like, I know that. I get that feeling. And then it turns out that person's shady as fuck. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I knew it.
I know.
But like, some people don't have that. Some people don't have any inkling of like what's going on ever. Just clueless.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't understand how that works.
It's just naivety.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just naive as fuck. They don't really get a bigger picture. We were talking about that shit a little bit before, but it was like some people might be the same age, but you're not on the same wavelength. You haven't acquired the same amount of experience, even though we're at the same.
Didn't grow up on the same advice.
Didn't grow up on the same advice. Frank Ocean, quote, you know, one of the greatest philosophers of our time.
Right.
I'm gonna show like. You can see like an old picture, like a Greek statue, and be
Yeah.
like, whatever the fuck this guy's saying, scratch it out, put a Frank Ocean quote, and be like, this is Frank Ocean.
I'm telling my kids that Frank Ocean was their father. That's what I'm telling them. This is your daddy.
This is your dad,
He was a prophet.
prophet,
He was a prophet.
and he's prophesying still.
Yeah. Well, where is he? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows where he
He's
is.
with God now.
He doesn't know where he is. He's living his best life somewhere.
How could someone? The thing about the serial killer shit is like, I don't know. How I think about is that recent killing that happened. Like, I don't know. It's not local, but whatever, that dude killed 3 people, the college people.
Right.
And he was speaking on Reddit, and he was on these interviews and all this shit. Just his mentality of it is what I would think. And I hope he's not doing this shit to paint the picture for me, because fuck you. But I think, yeah, like, it's either you got into a thought process of you cannot live unless you do everything. And this counts as something for everything. Taking someone's life counts as a checkbox.
Those intrusive thoughts,
And
man.
you letting all these things in, you're just stuck. And then once you think about it too much, it's like, I can't not think about it. They're gonna go somewhere, you know. Then the motherfucker's interviewing people. He was like, I'm trying to get close. I'm trying to understand. When someone kills someone, I want to interview them right away.
Well, he understood the assignment, I guess.
He was the professor in the end. Scooby-Doo figured out this nigga was the actual professor. 'Cause yeah, to say that I can live my whole life without taking someone's life.
Right.
And I can still say I live the full life.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. Like, one day you're just like, I wonder what it's like
It's a twisted. Like people
to
could
murder
let.
someone and eat them. What does it taste like?
Wonder what it tastes like.
Like, those are thoughts that people have, and I understand intrusive thoughts, like stupid intrusive thoughts. But I'm not like,
Listen,
I'm gonna kill this motherfucker.
We was all in high school. No, none of us are products of doing anything cruel to our high school, but we probably thought about doing some cruel shit to our high school.
I'm gonna blow that bitch up.
People used to have books. Remember, chicks used to write books about, like, burn books. What the fuck they call that shit for the
yeah.
movie? Y'all would just do shit to each other behind their back. You wouldn't actually go about it. Yeah, you have the thoughts, bro. But it's like, yeah, executing this shit because it's not worth it. It's not really. That same ratio, what, is like the same for serial killers? These niggas is grown men. No purpose.
No reasoning behind it.
No purpose, lack of nothing. They not trying to be Jigsaw. These niggas not trying to be nothing. He was like, I'm trying to make these people realize life.
Right.
You know, he had some stupid little philosophy behind. None of these motherfuckers got none of that. Y'all just slaying. Y'all think
Just to do it?
y'all think y'all in GTA or something? You think this Skyrim? Y'all just going around slaying regular degulas? Trying to get away with shit? Like, is that? None of that seems appealing. But apparently to some people, that shit is appealing.
It's like, for me, it's appealing to learn about it, where I'm like, why, like how I said, like, I like in school I like psychology and sociology. Like, why do people do the things they do? Why do they think that way?
Right.
And that I just can't grasp. Like, shit that is like so left field is crazy. Like, what happened to you in your life that made you think, oh, I'm gonna do this?
All right, say they
and
give you
I'm gonna do it again and again, and then they get like addicted to it.
say they give you a reason. Is whatever reason they say even justified?
Not saying that it's justified, but like,
But
is there like
any reason justified?
no,
They could be like,
no,
this was done to me and everybody in my family, so I'm doing it to them. That's usually the reason for
Yeah.
a lot of like, spiteful crimes and shit like that. The world was cruel to me. I'm gonna be cruel to the world. Hurt people, hurt people. Da da
Yeah.
da. You know what I mean? But
right?
that shit is like, is that? Yeah, that's an amazing phrase, but is it true? It's true, but like,
I mean, I'm hurt, but I'm not killing motherfuckers.
I'm
out
not.
here.
If I get hurt, I'm not trying to hurt people. Maybe there's a time where you used to, you know what I'm saying? But like, nah, that's not that. They should understand that this isn't the way here. But I feel like sometimes it gets out of hand. I don't know. That Dahmer shit is really put some shit into a wild perspective.
Yeah, I mean,
Cause we don't even know if that's actually. They might have just Hollywood that shit.
but we would never know anyways.
Facts. That's what I mean.
We don't know anything
don't
about
know
anything. We
anything.
would never know unless we were there and we saw it.
And we saw it. Like,
It's like, do we know? Not to get existential, but like, do we know anything? Like, anybody can tell you any one thing.
is it true or is it false?
Like, I could tell you something crazy right now and be like, oh yeah, this shit happened to me yesterday.
You do say some crazy shit. I don't know if it's true or false.
This shit, I promise you, I can't make this shit up, but like, I could.
Facts.
But I could.
I could make some shit up, but the truest shit is probably the wildest shit. If I start saying the truest shit of my life, it's
Right.
it's like, huh? Say that shit again. I'm like, hey, I ain't not go through this.
Or like
Nah,
when,
we didn't.
like when you say something that is kind of like out of pocket, like not something that happened to everybody, and you're
Yeah.
just like, oh yeah, like yeah, like this happened one time when I was like 10, and someone's like, I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's no biggie, and they're like, yeah, it is though.
Yeah, it is.
It is. I'm like, I'm just laughing through the pain.
I mean, I shouldn't have said anything.
I should never mind. You obviously didn't grow up the way that I did.
Right? Never mind. Yeah, that's what I like about comedy, because they put that shit in a joke very well.
Yeah.
To speak about hard shit.
You have to. You
Yeah.
have to have a dark humor.
Yeah.
Like, you just have to. Not saying everybody has to, but like, I have to.
I think it's necessary. Comedic relief is what they call it. Because even in every ancient time, there was always some jester, joker, clown character
Right.
that was specific to, like, making you worry about less.
And if I'm here for anything,
And that
it's for comedic relief.
Exactly. And
That's
that
what I'm here
motherfucker
for.
was right next to the king always. That nigga
Yeah.
wasn't like, he was up
Yeah,
there with these
that's what I'm
niggas. But
saying.
they knew. They knew what their job was in the world. Some shit is dark. Some shit people gotta live with. Well, you gotta lift it off of them. Funny. Funny, because everybody, look, I always thought, like, why is this shit funny? And things are only funny because you're linking to people's memories.
Yeah.
And that creates laughter. It don't matter what the fuck that shit is. It
Right.
could be like, it could be anything. So, like, usually the comedy that used to make me and my brother laugh the most when we were youngest is when comedians are talking about their parents whooping their ass when they were kids.
Yeah.
It was always, like, the funniest fucking
Yeah.
skits I've ever heard in my life. They'd be like, it's like that. She used to whoop her ass.
like
This
that.
extension cord. Ah!
And then like,
This shit is
in the back of
hilarious.
your brain, you're like,
You're
that's
like,
just a little
God,
fucked up.
thank God it's behind me. But damn, I can sit and laugh about
Yeah.
it now. You know what I mean?
And
That shit
it's
is
easier
hilarious.
to laugh with someone who's been through it too. Like, yo, nothing is better than laughing with someone who you've like shared life with,
Facts.
and like you talk about something that happened years ago, like something you haven't talked about in forever,
Yeah.
and you get that like crying fucking laughter with someone that you love, and you're just dying over it. Like I was telling you a story the other day about how like my friend went to she was traveling through Europe, and she went to Amsterdam, and they do these like crazy live sex shows, and she was saying
Right.
how this lady had a banana up her coochie, and they were asking volunteers to come and take a bite.
Oh.
And she's telling me this story in the middle of the bar. I'm pissing my pants laughing. Like she's funny the way it is, but like when we're together, we've been friends since we were 6.
Word.
So it's like we just cry, laugh every time we're together. And I was like, yo, how many people have you told that story to? She goes, you're the first. I was like, you've been sitting on that story, Doug, for 9 months, and you haven't told anybody? How have you not told anybody? I didn't even tell you the full story. And like,
Dude.
if that shit happened to me, you best believe I'm walking into work on Saturday and be like, ego, bro. You'll never guess what happened to me in Amsterdam, dog.
Oh,
I
son.
have to tell you. How are you going to tell nobody? That's crazy.
But yo, listen up. There be some stories because I got the same thing. We got a story. I used to do those Street Fighter tournaments. The localist ones are by Philadelphia, so we gotta drive there, get a hotel.
Right.
In the hotel, the events, crazy, whatever. This is a hilarious story. There's actually two wild stories. I'm only gonna tell you the lighter one because the other one I can't even tell you. It's just I can't tell you. But
It's okay.
the one story is like we're just in this. Mind you, this event is everybody's has a room here somewhere or something like that, but everything's in the convention area. Blah blah blah. We're like, yo, let's just smoke some weed, play games in the room, right?
Right.
These niggas are playing games, playing the same game we was playing down there, whatever. Just playing. Everybody's doing this shit. I'm downstairs. I'm playing my own game with the bigger TVs and with people or whatever, right? The arcade joint. I'm doing my thing.
Okay.
And then, all right, so I come back up. I'm like, yo, why is the door locked? I put my key in. I was like, yo, what the fuck? You know how you put the key in, that shit
Yeah.
don't turn green? That shit
Yeah.
turned red.
Yeah.
It's red means you locked it. What the fuck,
What?
bro? I'm like, open the door. And you're like, then you don't hear shit. It's like, nigga, who the fuck would lock it on? It's like, open the fucking door. And you're like, yo, that's you, E? I was like, yeah, open the fucking door. Open the door. It's like, all right. I was like, why y'all in here? These niggas is in here, right? Playing games in the dark with the volume on low. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And all of a sudden, well, I'm just chilling. I'm ready to, I don't know, watching these niggas. I'm tired. And some people come banging on the door. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, my dude?
What kind of fuckery?
He's like, shh, just don't say nothing, don't say nothing. I was like, what the fuck? I was gone for a couple hours. What the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? These niggas, they leave. And he was like, I don't know. The homie thought we was about to get robbed or some shit because we was in Philly. This nigga, he was so baked. He's so baked. Paranoid as fuck, right? Turns out, check this shit. The next day, we were ready to leave the hotel. The nigga knocks on the door again, like in the morning. And I'm just like, nigga, y'all bugging. Open the fucking door. What's up? He's like, yo, I left my controller in there. I was playing games with y'all. And I left my controller. I was just banging on the door to get that shit back. And I was like, I looked at these niggas. As soon as we closed the door, I looked at these niggas. I was like,
Bum-ass bitches.
you mother.
You fucking bum. Don't
I
say
could
nothing.
not stop laughing. The whole ride, I'm just like, you niggas need to stop smoking weed, yo.
He's coming to rob you for the shit that is his.
I was like, wait a minute. And I didn't even know it. I'm like, wait a minute. You guys had the niggas in here playing games with y'all? He's like, yeah. We just thought he was eyeing all of our shit up.
See, and that's why.
We thought he left, came back to bring his friends and rob. I was like,
Give me the PlayStation.
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
gone.
smoking is not for everybody.
I'm gone.
This
bro.
is the PSA.
That shit had me die, y'all. And when I think about that shit now, like me and my other homie, we just be like, remember that time?
one
You,
time?
want to talk about if you remember that one time? Da 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 da. Just be laughing, yo.
Yeah,
oh
like,
my god.
I've had friends. I remember smoking young, and my friends would get so paranoid. Like we'd be at the park, it'd be like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
and they'd be like, "My mom just drove by. We have to leave." I'm like,
Oh,
"What the fuck are you
Jesus.
talking about?" They're like, "I heard a noise in the bush." I'm like,
Like
"Y'all,
that.
y'all tweaking. Like nobody's coming for us. We're fucking. It's 3 a.m. on a Saturday night in 2013." In the summer, like no one is coming for
SWAT
us.
team about to break through the glass.
Right. Like we have a
Get on the ground.
we have a 0.5. We're not pushing weight. I have a 0.5 of mids in my purse. What are you talking about?
But that's that paranoid fear that, you know,
Oh god.
some people are just not comfortable with. I feel like it's with a lot of Aries. You are Aries. A lot of Aries, they need to be in control, and that weed puts them out of control.
Hell yeah, that's why I
You're
smoke at
vulnerable.
home.
Yeah.
I smoke at home.
Your shields are down.
No, mostly because it doesn't make me social, and if I go to the bar, I'm a social person. So if I'm smoking, I'll just be like, I'm still having a good time. I'm just vibing. I don't got shit to say. I'm just taking it all in. Then I've realized how dumb how dumb these motherfuckers are, and I'm like, I really am out here, and I'm like, I try not to think about it. I'll go out and drink, and I'll be dumb with them. But like when I'm smoking, I'm like, y'all are really stupid, huh? Like this is crazy.
I'll be like, this is TV. I'll be like, this is
Yeah.
like reality TV.
Yeah.
When I be coming in that kitchen big, I'm like, On the next exciting episode of Murphy.
Yeah, like me, if I went out just stoned, that'd be equal to me going out sober while all my friends are plastered. Because I'm just like, this is... Because when I smoke, like, I realize how... like, how stupid shit is. Like, I'll be watching a show that I love, right?
Yeah.
And I'm stoned, I'm watching it, I'm like, this shit is so corny.
So
And the the acting is terrible.
Yeah.
And it just, like, stupid shit. I'm like, how do I even like this? And the next day I'm fine, and I'm like, oh, I love the show.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
but like you critically think
like,
about
what,
shit
but
when
like
you're so big.
what is that though? Like like shit that I love. I'm like, I actually don't like this, and it happens every time I smoke.
When I smoke, I say, people ask me why you always smoke. I smoke. It's like, you know, you think about all things all the time, everything, everywhere, all at once. To smoke is like to kind of like forget about a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then it'll slowly go back to you eventually thinking about everything all over again.
Right.
But at least when it's here, and then whatever you're doing, this is the sole focus now.
Right.
To me, it's
I just
not
like to be high.
yeah, it's not like I don't want to, like, it's a lot of noise. I don't like outside noise because I had a philosophy about the ears to being like the easiest way for influence to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Nobody could, like, all the other senses that we see the world through, we could block them except the ears.
Right.
You can't block that shit. So therefore, radio stuff, TV stuff, everything that you could hear is probably fucking you up in a small way. With that in mind, I always watch what comes my way with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, damn, I forgot what I was saying before, though. Damn, did it again.
Hating shit when you're stoned.
Yeah. Back to being stoned.
But
no, yeah, it goes back to like a focus point to me. And it's like, all right, I could kind of focus and do this one thing instead of me thinking about everything, because I can't enjoy something. I mean, I guess I could, but you can't enjoy it fully. Yeah. Unless you're not overwhelming your thoughts about shit. In the morning, I can enjoy anything. I just woke up. You know what I'm saying? Nothing intrusive is coming in. I like, whatever, doing regular shit.
Yo, at night, though?
At night, though, creepy thoughts be coming in, son. You know what I'm saying?
Creepy crawly thoughts.
And
what
like
the fuck?
Creepy crawlies, son.
Creepy crawlies. They be creeping their way up in
I
my
ain't
brain.
think about this in years. Why are you coming up now? Go back in the hole.
Dude, all the time. And, like, I have a hard time sleeping the way it is. But that shit keeps me up at night. I will be so tired, and I'm laying there thinking about, well, why did I do that? Well, why did that happen? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. It's all coming together. Like, remember when that person said that one thing to me 3 weeks ago, and then someone else said something, and now it's tying together? So is that story true? Or, like, that's what, and I'm just like, why? Dude, like, it's 4:30.
Shit's adding up.
It's 4:30. I just worked a 12-hour shift. Like, why am I up thinking about this? Go to bed, bitch. Go to bed.
It should, but it's tough, too, because those thoughts don't go away like that. Which leads to another topic. Them dreams. At night, I feel like if you ain't, which is tough for us specifically because the fucking bar doesn't close till dick hour in the night, and I can't sleep on a regular time shift. Like, I should be going to sleep at like 10 if you want to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
But I can't because I'm getting off my shift at 10 and I'm still wired the fuck up. You know what I mean?
And I love going to sleep early and waking up mad early and having my whole day.
Yeah.
That is like, I'm a morning person through and through. I love it. But
that's why I like camping.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you have to wake up early as hell.
I'm up at the ass crack of dawn. I'm cooking on the fire.
Yep.
I'm making coffee. I'm
and you up the whole day. You up the whole day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I'm going to bed at midnight. I'm still waking up at 7. Like, it's great. And, like, I'm fine. If I go to sleep at 12 and wake up at 7, that's great. I'm not going to sleep at 12 fucking ever. I go to bed. Dude, I took melatonin the other day.
Did it work?
You know what time I took melatonin at? 8:30. You know what time I fell asleep? Didn't fall asleep. Didn't do it. What the fuck?
You forgot to flip the melatonin to sleepy time.
Like,
not
how?
Put it to NyQuil, not DayQuil.
Dude, I'm laying there and I'm like, all right, it's got to be sometime soon. It's 10. It's 11. It's 1. It was 5:30 a.m. I'm like, it's been almost a whole 12 hours since I took this.
Go to bed.
I'm like, can somebody just actually put me to sleep physically? Because I can't take this shit anymore. Last night, I slept on the couch because my roommate wasn't home. and I love sleeping on the couch. That is my favorite thing.
Yep.
Like growing up, I didn't get to hang out in the living room. There were so many people in my house. I couldn't like sit in the living room and watch a movie. It was always like my room or out of the house.
Mm.
So like I love having that common area where I'm like not in my bed. So I slept on the couch. Dude, my pets would not leave me the fuck alone. One, I was having crazy ass dreams all night long. So that's waking me up. I wake up, my cat is walking on my face. Like his stomach is on my face like that, and his paws are here, and he's just like walking in circles on my head. My other cat's in my face. Winnie is licking my face. She's walking across me. I'm like, bitch, you're 90 pounds. Like, I have a whole ass sectional. Why do you guys need to be right here? Like, I'm already
you're warm.
It's hot
It's what
as
they
hell.
want.
I'm like, ugh.
They want some body warmth.
They don't know. They don't want me to have personal space. They said, where were you all day? You're going to come home and go right to bed?
How dare you?
What the fuck? We've been home alone all day.
I guess I'll just walk on your face.
But, so like, I'll wake up. My dreams will feel so real that I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, damn, I guess I'm not going back to bed. Like,
What do you think triggers a crazy dream?
I try to pinpoint it because sometimes, like I'll eat late because I won't eat all day at work, or like I'll snack. And then I get home and I'm like, I'm actually starving. I only ate chips and 4 fries today. So I'm going to have a meal. Then I'm eating a meal at 2 a.m. and then I'm up and then I go to bed.
That might be why you take a while to go to sleep.
Yeah, but
It's hard to fall
I
asleep
don't
when
always
your
eat late. Like
body's
I try not to.
Yeah. Well, we get out late. I have to like
That's
rush
what
to
I'm
a
saying.
fucking the local gyro shop, which closes at midnight.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
what I have to do to get dinner.
And it fucking sucks. But they'll wake me up and then I'll be up for like an hour and a half. And then I go back to sleep. And like sometimes that same dream will continue. I'm like, how? I was up for a whole hour and a half before that. Like, how is that? It's like I press pause like a movie.
What do you think the dream is? All right, let's get a little bit deep with this shit.
Okay.
You're going to bed.
Right.
Your eyes are closed. Who knows what the fuck your eyes are actually doing? They're just closed. You're either in the back of your head,
Like, I would love to do like
looking at your brain or some shit.
yeah, like the wavelengths in your brain while you're sleeping.
Dude, that'd be dope.
I need that. Because they would be like, you're fucked up, bitch.
They'd be like, you're Jean Grey from the X-Men.
You need help. How did you know that? Only the government knows that. I'd be like, I don't know. It just came to me.
But like,
I write them down though.
so you go to sleep, right?
Right.
Now you're conscious. This is where it splits up. Because your conscious to me is like the power on the computer. It's like you're putting the power button in shutdown mode or standby mode, low energy mode here,
Right.
the lowest energy mode. Your brain's not allowed to move anything anymore, even if it sends commands. You ever wonder if you get itchy before you go to bed? You ever think like if you're sleeping, when you're laying there, you're like, oh, I'm about to go to bed, and then all of a sudden something gets itchy, you just like scratch that shit?
Yeah.
That's a signal your brain is telling you to actually see if you're actually unconscious
Right.
before it puts you in the sleep mode.
Right.
So like usually you could fight that shit, but one of those times you're gonna be fucking knocked out. Your brain's gonna say itch your forehead. You're gonna be knocked out. Then it's gonna go, time to put you in sleep mode. You know what I mean? It's just like a weird process, but the REM cycle thing, which is like just your consciousness,
Yeah, like that deep sleep.
is taking a journey that seems so fucking real, like
Yeah.
vivid, like almost physical.
Well, I've had dreams where it was like a dream within a dream, inception shit. And then I've had dreams where I knew it was a dream and I'm like, yo, wake the fuck up. Like, these people are coming after you. You need to wake up. And
Like a lucid dream? You ever been in control of them?
Yeah, dude. I had a dream. I just had a lucid dream for the first time a couple months ago. I woke up from this dream, right? And I was consciously texting on my phone. I was awake. I knew what I was texting. And the dream was still going on while my eyes, like, and that happens to me often now. Like, it just happened to me like 2 days ago, where I'm up and like my brain is still making up these stories in my head. And I'm like, how the fuck?
It's like the opposite of sleep paralysis.
Yeah, when I try and explain it to someone, they're like, oh yeah, sleep paralysis. I'm like, no, that's not it. I'm like, it's not like
the
I
opposite
can't
of
move.
that
I'm
shit.
like, I'm awake, and like the dream is continuing, or so I think. I don't know. Like, I'm like, how is this shit still going on?
There's like a state of consciousness you could be in Because here's the next question, right? Because when you put yourself in a dream state, consciousness, blah blah blah, REM cycle, blah blah blah,
Right.
you're seeing something very real, right? Very fucking real. How come, or not how come? Can you do that shit when you're awake? Can you ever think of anything that hard, where it looks almost as if you're dreaming it? Now, there's certain. That's what I was saying. There's certain states of consciousness I think people go into that where you're like, all right, I'm not in this realm right now. I used to say
Right.
that to you and Kuba all the time. I'm
I'm
like,
not in this
guys,
realm.
I'm
I
not
gotta
here right
go.
now. I'm thinking very deeply. I need to walk away.
Goodbye.
It's like goodbye. You're fucking up my mojo right now. I gotta go. But no, like when I have to write something vivid or come up with a wild story, it's like I have to be in that like dreamlike state. It's luckily for my boring job, I can just stand there, be an autopilot, do
Right.
this dumb job, and then with the help of tunes and music, I could go wherever the fuck I want. So
Right.
to me, it's like my mind is like I'm somewhere else. I'm trying to paint the awesomest picture, but at the end of the day, it's never anything close to what how a dream paints it.
Yeah.
It's always like I can probably think for a while about something cool, and then all of a sudden, like I don't know, Benny will be a little too loud, and then that
It
same
throws you off
vision,
your rhythm.
like I can't get it that big no more.
Yeah,
and I'm
like it
"Ah,
like
fuck it."
distorts it a little bit.
Yeah, and it's always like I can't get it back there. So that's what makes it weird. I'm just like, whatever. I
On,
let
on
it
to the
go.
next one.
On to the next thing.
Yeah.
Or just write it down. So a lot of times writing it down is one thing. I just write shit very slowly. So I'll be already on to like
Yeah.
another. I'm thinking about something in a succession. It's like,
Well,
spelled that wrong.
That's
Fuck.
what I want to do. Like with how I told you, I write my dreams down. Like if I'll be up like half-ass and I'm like one eye typing trying to fucking put this dream in. Like shit's spelled wrong. I know what it means.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to write like a short story book, cause they're long, detailed dreams. It's not like oh I went here and saw this person and that was that.
No.
Like it's like a whole fuck. And I have dreams that go like in my notes from like 2017.
Mm.
But I remember I've had dreams like that my whole life. I remember my first dream. I was like 6. And my dad had a station wagon, and it was me, my dad, and my brother, and we were driving on like the power lines above the mountains.
Dope.
And we were driving, balancing on the power lines, and we're like trying to get to the other side. I don't know how the fuck we got up there, but then we fell and the dream was over.
Huh.
But like I was little, like he didn't have that after I was like 6, maybe.
Mm.
So I
See,
couldn't
that's-
have been older than 6.
Yeah, it's like it's a funky thing of what it is because even science can't. They're not like super sure about what exactly is going on here. They just know you're entering a different state of consciousness. Maybe the things and the memories are building this little story for you, but it does move in a certain way. All the dreams I have, like if I remember an earliest dream, it was almost like I was in this. I don't know. I don't want to call it a mansion because it's old as fuck. It was like an old ass house that just had a lot of stairs,
Yeah.
and they kind of went infinitely. We don't know because I didn't
Right.
walk them all, but I just felt like this shit
Yeah,
didn't
it was
stop.
forever.
But there was something like in the house that was always kind of spooky,
Yeah.
and the house was like I don't know, reminded me of like a Courage the Cowardly Dog ass house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like fucking spooky like that. And I just kept every time something would scare the shit out of me, I just run up to the next level, but it would also still be there. And I'd
Right.
be like, I hate this dream. Please wake me up. And then I'd be like, or get me out of it. And then immediately in that dream, I fell into like a water. I was like in the middle of water. And I was like, this is nice. I know I'm not breathing or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is nice. And then like a weird mermaid comes and like takes me and we go this way. And that's it.
Yeah.
That was like the whole dream. I was like, that's a dream, huh? I'm like 6 years old. I'm like,
That's-
that was fucking weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, thank God I'm awake and I'm in this world
Yeah.
now, 'cause that was fucking weird.
Like sometimes my dreams, like if I'm with the person, and we're talking about shit, and then like I'll have a dream about them that night. Like it's just us, we're doing something crazy, whatever, something happens. But like I had a dream one time, a couple months ago. It was about my little brother, and we were walking somewhere, and he like fell, and he drowned
Mm.
in this like pond. But as he was falling, I watched him like turn into a pebble. He like transformed to a pebble, and I like dove down and got it. I knew it was him, and my mom was like freaking out, and I was like so scared to tell her. I'm like, yo, I don't know how to tell you, but like this is Sydney right here. Like how do I say that? And it was
Yeah.
like me like trying to figure out ways. I'm trying to prove it, this and that. Like,
Word.
and then when we finally got him back to him, but like 10 years had passed, and then it
Huh.
was him 10 years older. It was fucking crazy.
Dude, that's wild stuff, dude.
And that's so bare minimum of like the dreams that I have. Like they're just fucking so out of pocket.
My dreams are. It's funny you met. I forgot what we were talking about before we even started. What you said something like something about in your dream. It's like almost a reflection of what somebody was saying. But to me, it was always like my folks always think the world's gonna fucking end.
Yeah.
So a lot of my dreams are always like it's a something post-apocalyptic, and I'm just there, and I'm always like, why here? Why am I here by myself?
Yeah, that's
you know
how
what I mean.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always think about that shit because, to me,
is that like internal fear though of like me ending up alone?
No, it's like to me it was like if you were promised to live forever at the cost of the destruction of the world, right? This is the shit that they're told. You're gonna live forever. The world's gonna end, but you're gonna live forever. Wouldn't you want everybody around you involved in that?
Right.
Or do you want to live forever by your damn self?
No, I think that's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying?
I would hate that.
That's where I draw the line. I just say, listen, I'm on my Noah's Ark shit.
Yeah.
But except everybody's going on this boat. We're not leaving unless everybody gets on the boat. That's how I see it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I think in my dream, I'm always like, I think I told you about this shit. It's like a big ass hotel, and every floor is a different thing. Sometimes it's like a big ass auditorium. I think the last time was like a weird ass like opera thing, and I was just enjoying this thing, and somebody around the stands was acting a little ignorant, but nobody did nothing. We just acted, and maybe some words were said, but it wasn't anything wild. But like I'll leave that auditorium, and then I'll be like immediately back into this hotel setting that I always go back to.
Yeah.
Go into this elevator. The elevator always looks the same. You go to another floor. Yeah, it's like every floor is some wild shit, and it could be like one floor I'll get off the elevator and I'm outside.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know. But
well, that's cool though. Like how your brain does that though.
Like puts it in like levels like that. It's kind of fucking weird.
How? Like you're sleeping and your brain's just like, this is what we're thinking about tonight.
Let's go somewhere else. Because I remember the elevator thing was always. How do they take your
thoughts and make it into this like movie in your head?
Right, dude. And it's like you could think like, oh, all these dreams are different. I used to think that shit, but it's like when I want to get out of a dream, it's either I find this elevator, and it just puts me in a different room, and I'm like, once I get in the elevator, I'm like, I just hope this shit works.
Yeah.
Just boom, 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 and I'm like, all right, oh shit, back to like this looks like the Wachovia Arena.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
yeah.
Let's get some food or whatever. Something weird gonna happen. Da 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 da. But it's like there's always a point, and the people I'm with are always like somebody in my past. But they're usually I'm close to them. It's not like some random person.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I dream about people at the job often or at all. It's just like people who've somehow influenced my real life. It's like, damn, y'all stick with me. You're the only you're the only real faces I could bring up when I had to think of conscious stuff. And it'd be like sometimes it'd be like ex-girlfriends or like old friends and like childhood people. The last time I had a dream about a childhood friend, I was like, why the fuck? I haven't seen this motherfucker in like 20 years. And I'm like, you're showing up vividly. Like you're the face I see probably. I could paint this picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the consciousness shit is wild, yo. It's probably like taking all your memories and making AI generated art with it.
It really is.
Wait a minute. Nah, I figured it out. I figured it out.
It is. It really
Fuck out of here. It's taking all your memories, all the thoughts, all that shit, all the experience.
Memories, favorite things, terrible things, like
everything.
Trauma, all of it.
And it's making AI generated art in your fucking brain.
Like like the post-apocalyptic dreams. I've had a dream multiple times where it's like me and my dog, and like I'm still in the valley. I'm like walking through Garrity's parking lot, right?
It's blown up or something?
No, it's like the world is like frozen over. It's like
oh shit.
Like it's like just a complete ice box.
That could happen.
World. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's just me, and I'm just like, we're just trying to find a place to go, everything, can't get in anywhere, frozen over.
Mm-hmm.
Or like I've had so many dreams like that where it's just me.
Yeah, there's.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I remember I had this one dream when I was young. My brother used to pick on me a lot. I get it, character development. But the one dream was like, He used to always like hold my head down sometimes, you know.
Right.
You know, be a jerk. And sometimes I have a dream, and in the middle of the dream, I all of a sudden couldn't look up anymore. I was always forced to like look down. I hated those dreams. I was like, a point of me was like, fucking get up. Please get up
Yeah.
right now. Please get up. I used to be like this, and in my dream, I'd be like, what if I laid down? Then I could see straight. Nothing
No.
worked. Nothing worked. I was like, this is bullshit. I was like, I just want to wake up from this shit. I'm not even sleepy no more.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm tired. But, like,
And then I get up, I look at my brother like, you piece of shit. You didn't do anything,
motherfucker.
but
You
you
just
mother,
let me lay there.
you motherfucker.
Like, this is the last dream I have on my phone. I ended up at Murphy's, but it was like 10 years back in time, like before I worked there.
Okay.
And I was how old I am now, but it was like everyone, all the regulars, everyone was still there, but nobody knew who I was, but I knew everybody.
Huh.
And the only person who knew who I was Megan.
Huh.
And like I'm talking everybody, but like everyone looked way younger than just 10 years ago. And it was so weird. It was like them, like people who come in there now who are like 35. Like they were like just 21, but it was only 10 years actually in time.
Yeah.
And cuz the year it was like 2013. And but I had my phone from 2013 in the dream. So the phone that I had all the pictures that I had on my phone in 2013, like
Yeah.
pictures of me and my ex and me and fucking like I don't know, like me and my friends, like all kinds of crazy shit, and they were real pictures
Yeah.
that I haven't seen in
That's
years.
crazy.
And I'm like, yo, I remember that. Like we took that picture, you know, at this party or here on this ledge. Like they were real pictures that I was like, I haven't seen those in fucking years. Like that is insane to me.
Yeah, that's dope.
And it was like that tiny little like iPhone 5C, and it was, I just like, how does your brain do that?
It
like-
remembered you looking at it, right?
That's what
a
I'm saying,
memory.
'cause, like,
and
that's
then
when,
it's
like,
bringing that that's crazy.
When
yeah.
like you wouldn't back up your phone, you'd lose all the pictures on it.
Right.
And my phone would they would shatter easily. And I woke up like,
Dude,
where can I find those pictures?
if they could like plug your brain to a computer and it showed all your files,
Right.
would you do it?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah, I think I'd do it.
I would do it. But I want to know, so like when you had an old phone, right? And like you take that picture on the phone, you lose those pictures. Your phone breaks. They can't access them. They're just gone. They're not anywhere.
But your brain.
They're not anywhere.
So if you took a picture on your phone, it's just a data file. You could delete the data file, but a memory of that even exists. Yeah, if you destroy the phone, I don't think things were saved on the cloud at all. But if something was ever saved to the cloud, it's retrievable by any, yeah. Because there's always like a receipt. You could always unreceipt it
Yeah.
and then rebuild it. Because even
Right.
in your computer, when you throw shit in the recycling bin, unless you like super duper delete it from the recycling bin,
Right.
you could just restore it from the recycling bin at any time. But nah, certain pictures of shit, it's different. The cloud is awesome, but it doesn't. It used to never save anything. You were just sending
Like,
stuff
that's
on
what
a
I mean.
highway.
Like I had the cloud, and like I broke my phone so many times, and all these pictures were never.
You could probably go like a
backed up.
specialist or some shit. They actually could do it because there's trace of everything. Everything done on the internet has a ledger that you
And
can
that's what I'm saying.
that you
Like
could fall
I have
back on.
pictures of like me and my friends. Like my friend who passed away, I didn't, and I used to print my pictures all the time.
Word.
And it was just like a time period where I didn't, and I lost so many good pictures that like I'll never see again. And I wish I had those.
Mm.
But I just want to be like, can you like do a little digging, like find something for me?
Find everything.
Find
Give me the
yeah,
box.
maybe not.
I'll
maybe
sort
not
through it.
everything, but some things.
I'll sort through it. We'll bonfire the rest. You know what I
right.
mean?
Shit.
All right. We can wrap this up. That dream shit is dope, though.
I'm gonna have a dream about this podcast tonight.
I've had
Get
some cool
shut down
dreams.
on YouTube.
Yo, YouTube, lighten up, son.
Please don't do it.
Lighten up, son. We decided to, instead of talking about things YouTube doesn't like, we just like disguise it as something else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You feel me, YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The stuff going down overseas. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Them people over there,
And the people over
and
there,
the people over there, and then them motherfuckers
over there,
that be running shit, dumb motherfuckers.
they be running shit.
They be running shit.
Not
but
right, but
who?
they be running shit. Them
them.
people.
Dems and dims. Peace out, peeps.